In today's video, I am going to be breaking down different basketball plays that you could run to get easy layups. So let's get down, let's check this out. One of the most easiest offenses that you can run, however, is the 5-out. So definitely go check out my complete guide to the 5-out offense down in the description below. So first, in this first play, we're going to start with a 3-out offense. We're going to have player 4 move up and set a screen on player 1, and player 2 is going to move down towards that corner. At the same time as this screen is being set, we're going to have player 5 set a back screen on player 3. So how this is going to look is player 2 is going to move down to the corner, player 4 is going to move up, and then as soon as this screen is set, we're going to have player 5 set that back screen for player 3. Player 1 is going to use that screen, player 3 is going to use that screen, and the number one option is for player 1 to hit player 3 for that layup. If that pass is not there, player 1 could take the 3. Player 2 may be helping down, in which case player 2 could take that shot. Or if there is a hedge and a no switch, player 4 would be then popping out for a 3. This could be a reverse out, and then a reverse out to player 5 for potential 3-point shots. There's a few different options here, but the main option being is that layup with player 3. This next play is again for a man-to-man defense, and what we are going to see here is player 1 is going to go and set a dribble handoff with player 4. Player 4 is going to get that ball as a dribble handoff. Player 5 is going to then set that screen at the point, and while this is happening, we're going to have player 2 setting that screen for the dribble handoff man, so that now when player 1 rolls off of his screen, he's going to be also using player 2 as a screen as well at the exact same time. Now player 4 could hit player 1 with the pass. This could be a layup. If player 1 is not open, however, we're then going to have player 5 setting that staggered screen. Player 2 is going to clear out, player 4 is going to use that screen, and player 3 is going to then pop in, set that screen for player 1, and now player 4 can have that shot from 3, or he can pass over to player 1 for that 3-point shot. Now in this third play, what we're going to have is a 2-3 zone defense. And we're going to be using the dunker spot quite heavily in this play. So how we're going to do this is in a 2-3 zone, they generally jam the top. We're going to have a pass over to player 3, which will bring player 2 over, and player 1 and 2 will switch. What we are hoping for here is for a pass into the high post, which will draw up player 5. When that draws up that middle defender, we're going to have player 5 blue cross across the key, and then it'll be a high to low post pass for the layup. Simple, easy play that you can run with pretty much any team. In this next play, it's a high 4-out offense, and what we're going to be looking to do here is as soon as player 1 makes that pass, if he passes to player 4, player 5 is going to set a back screen on player 1's man, and player 1 is going to cut to the rim. If he's open, player 4 can pass him the ball for that layup. If he's not open, then what we will have is player 5, he will then step out to the perimeter, and player 1 will then go to the high post. If player 4 passes to player 5, player 1 then sets that screen on player 4, and player 4 can either cut to the rim on either the baseline or middle of the key side. If he's not open, then of course he's going to go to the high post once again. And let's say, for example, player 5 passes to player 2. Player 4 is going to then set that screen. Player 5 is going to cut to the basket. He may be open. Now, if he is open or any cutter is open, the corners have to move down, because now if there's help defense, he can kick that ball out for a 3-point shot. But our number one option is that layup. So now, if we are in a 4-out, 1-in, with the one guy in the high post, set up almost like 4 corners. This is a really good spread offense. What I like to have happen is player 5 will set a screen off ball for the man, of course, on the opposite corner. He's going to use that screen, and he's going to go in, of course, now set a screen for player 1. Player 5 is going to roll off that screen, and of course, if he's open down in the middle of the key, if his man totally got lost, he's an option, but that's not our number 1 option that we want to see. Player 2 is going to use, or at least set that screen, on player 1. Player 1 is going to use that screen, and while player 5 is rolling off, he's going to set that screen for player 3. Player 2 is going to roll to the basket. Now, depending on what's happening, player 1 is going to have multiple different options. He can pass to player 3 for a 3-point shot, or he can pass down to player 2 for the layup. I hope that these plays help your team win more games. Make sure to go check out my complete guide to the 5-out offense down in the description below, and I'll see you guys again next time.